It's Week 7 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Cam Akers. He's coming off one of the better games we've seen, over 170 yards. It's the Jags and the Saints under the lights on Thursday night.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by the USC product in his 6th season now, Sam Darnold.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Darnold looking to start with a pass. They'll find Reynolds over the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but pretty nice effort.
Here's Darnold. Left side to Lamb. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Taking a glance here at the numbers last week for Algier. 18 carries, 70 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Dumps this one off to Algier. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
On 2nd down, Darnold. He's got this to Algier. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Faking the give, Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Noah Gray, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Back deep, the former star at nearby LSU, Patrick Peterson. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. Well, the Jaguars ready to go on offense for the first time, and they're led by the former #1 pick in the draft. In his third season now, Charles, Trevor Lawrence.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 16. Now the fourth-year man, it's Cam Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
They go play action with Lawrence. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 46 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the counter, this is Akers. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Looking to throw, Lawrence. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday night. There he goes, left side. Now he's loose, down the left sideline. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 54 yards. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Algier. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. Here's Oliver. Here's Oliver. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield now, Lawrence. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Jaguars at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that.
The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll give this to Akers running right. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
Now Lawrence to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Pass on the out route, caught by Smith-Schuster. And he goes out right around the 39. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. CeeDee extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Trevor Lawrence, helmet on, ready to go as he brings out this offense.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes, too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Got an open man, it's Josh Palmer.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw.
This will be caught at about the 6. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
A give to Haskins up the middle.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Haskins trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
They'll try with Haskins.
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down. But I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Tucker now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Hassan Haskins.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers, he brings out this offense.
Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
A first down throw, Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. To throw is Darnold. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. A shotgun snap for Darnold.
Targets and finds Reynolds once more.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Here's Darnold. Able to hit his target Lamb. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Darnold now to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards. Another avenue of escape, it didn't exist.
On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. On the return is Peterson. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10.
Now Akers to start the third quarter on the ground.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On play action, Lawrence.
And he slings one that's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Lawrence.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Akers.
And he'll go down at the 28.
46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Toward the end zone, but that's That's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and he'll force the incompletion.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. A give, running right is Akers. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Darnold completes it, and he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go to the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Hitting Juju on the slant. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Juju Smith-Schuster
from 8 yards out.
And the Saints are back within a score. Dennis Allen going to go for 2 here. He's leaving his offense out on the field.
That's caught at the 1. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this?
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Aiden Hutchinson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Now Lawrence.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Lawrence. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Josh Palmer, 60 yards. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Darnold.
He's got this to Algier.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Again, Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Reynolds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
88 yards on the ground for him now, as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said,
touchdown, Jaguars! Darnell Washington with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. 5 plays there on that drive, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
To the air again, Darnold. He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first down, Darnold. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trimmed that lead down to just 2 scores.
Touchdown, Saints! Chigakonkwo, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Now Lawrence on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They go play action now. Lawrence. Catch is made by Hardman. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started, because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Cam Akers, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Tucker with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. it looks like he'll throw here. Gets it downfield to Mayer. Touchdown, Jaguars. Michael Mayer, 42 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
49, Saints 23. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Hassan Haskins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now Darnold. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. One last throw now for Darnold. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Jacksonville, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans,